Yeah. No, it's like so like when the yeah. Count 3. Yeah. Ready?
It's a little longer than. Oh, here we go. What's up, Carnival Spirits? This is Scotty Balls in the tunnels on a special night with none other than D-LYRICAL. How you doing tonight, man?
What's up, yo? What's up, yo? I'm glad you came through, Scotty. You know, because your boy Drew wasn't.
Right. Yeah, Don Chaos was supposed to be hosting, and he may still jump on here after a while. I'm not sure.
It was his birthday today, so let's give him some. You know, he might have had one too many already, or hit the bong too hard. We don't know.
That's right, Mr. Don Chaos's birthday today, so we'll give him a pass today.
Definitely, for sure.
This, no, that's not gonna fly, Don.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm glad you took control of it, Scotty. You know, much appreciated. I'm glad I looked out, reached out to you and said, hey man, come on, let's get this done.
Oh man, yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you for a long minute, man. So I'm really glad I got a chance to talk with you. I've been following you for a long ass time. Well, as much as I can, that you were in the, it's just recently I noticed that you were coming back and doing a lot of stuff and like.
No, it's just recently that they brought me back. Right. I didn't come back. They brought me back, bro. There's a big difference there now.
Right.
I mean, hip hop's my culture, bro. I've lived this way my whole life. It ain't like I changed who I was just because I'm back in you guys' scene. I'm still the same person. I just got to put my music out, which was fun.
Absolutely, man. And that's awesome. I mean, you're like coming full circle here. And it's just the fact that I'm able to speak with you because this is like my fucking culture I've had for the past 20 years, and I know it's been yours for longer than that.
Yeah, a little bit.
2 decades,
I'm going on 3 decades.
Right.
Next year is like the 30th anniversary of Intelligence and Violence, and plus the 20th gathering. So it's going to be a hype year next year.
Right, man.
At least for me. I know that.
Yeah.
I got big things in the works, man. I'm practicing on a dope-ass set. I got like 2 shows coming up. Actually, the first one is August 26th, and I'm doing a little PG set at an arts festival here in Columbus. And my daughter, she's a break dancer, bro. So she throws down. So I actually get to rap while my daughter gets to break dance on a piece of aluminum in front of me. And that right there is just like, as a daddy, that shit is epic, Holmes.
I know what you're saying, man. I got 5 kids. I know, very proud papa here. That's awesome that you're able to put what you do and include her in that. That's awesome. That's incredible.
Yeah, it worked. So I got studio time set up. Hey baby, my girlfriend. Come here. This is my lady.
Hi.
This big booty beauty. I love her to death. So wait, give me a second. So yeah, I'm here just kicking in my basement. This is what we do. This is my little man cave, I guess you might say.
Looks like a fun little man cave there. Definitely.
Yeah, I actually, when I did the interview with Scotty, I did it right here, and I just walked around this damn pool table, just taking a ball, like throwing it, trying to remember things, and just get out everything I could and shit.
Right.
I kind of wish I'd have done the interview with Scotty like this, but I don't know. I'm glad I did it the way I did it, and it gives it leads more to people's imagination at the time, I think, and they could think about the stories in their own light, which was really cool. I got a lot of good responses from that, no doubt.
Well, good. That's awesome. So when did your you just dropped recently? What was it? Yesterday? Dropped What I Remember? Was it yesterday or?
Yeah, no.
No?
I dropped that shit back in May 4th.
Oh well, they dropped the link for that band camp yesterday, right?
Who?
I saw.
No, man. I dropped that. I dropped that before DCG, a week before DCG.
Did you really? Well, shit.
Yeah, Bagel Lovers had a whole story about it and everything, but that's cool. I know what happened. I sold 50. I only made 50 copies.
Right.
And I took them to the gathering with me and I sold them. And then I left a couple of special ones for people that couldn't gather. And then I sent those. So I only made 50 copies so far, but I got another 50 coming in. You know what I mean? So if anyone wanted one like yourself, definitely for sure. I got you.
Yeah, man. The dates threw me off here. You dropped it before DCG, huh? Did you go to DCG Con?
No, man.
You weren't able to go to that?
No. I already went to 4 shows that year, from North Carolina to Detroit to Cincinnati. I mean, I I needed to take some time with the kiddios, you know, sometimes.
I hear you.
So,
Yeah.
and especially if I was going 4 days of the gathering, dude, I got to split my time up with all my peoples.
Oh, absolutely, man. How was that? How was gathering for you this year?
Unbelievably fun. Time of my life. Way more than I could have expected it to be. People treated me with such fucking kindness, bro, and took me in. I went by myself. I didn't go with no posse. I didn't go with nobody, man. I pulled my car up in the parking lot, and actually 3 or 4 dudes that came to my show that are big Axe fans, because I headlined a show here in Columbus with Axe. And they were sitting in the parking lot in the van. They're like, no shit, dude. D-Lyrical, you here by yourself? I was like, yeah. They're like, fuck that. Take your shit, put it in our fucking van. You're fucking rocking with us, bro. I was like, cool. So after that, dude, I was just, I got my crew, I got my team, you know, Tyler Hammond, Frankenberry, fucking Joey Roman, Tim Meacham. Them motherfuckers, dude, they treated me like fucking family right away. And they're like, now we're all going to Hallowicked together. I mean, like, I got my crew now, dude. I got my team. There's no doubt about it.
Hell yeah, that's dope. You're going to be hitting up Hallowicked this year. Fearless Fred Fury is going to drop very soon. Before that, this year is pretty good.
The last 8 months have been pretty fucking fun, man.
Yeah,
I've had a really good time, and you Juggalos have treated me with nothing but fucking respect, man. And the kindness I'm getting, like I said, dude, it's unbelievable. At the gathering, I was walking down the path, right down a little druggy road, whatever the fuck you guys call it. This kid's just looking at me. That motherfucker was spaced out, bro. And he just kept looking at me. And we're walking, and he kept looking at me. He goes, dude, you look just like that one guy, man. I was like, who, man? What? I said, what, Ricky Smits or something like that? Like Rick Smits or something? He goes, dude, you look like D-Lyrical, dude. I was like, really? You think so? And I fucking kept on walking off on my own, and he kept walking off, and he stopped. He goes, he yelled back, and he's like, dude, are you fucking him, man? I was like, yeah, dude. He fucking ran, fucking jumped up in my arms and shit, dude.
Oh,
it was fucking dope as hell, dude. Just another Juggalo moment, you know?
That's awesome, man. Good stories.
Yeah.
Like just really
but dude, the best is I got to meet Scotty D, and I got to meet Vinny, the ICP kid, bro, and hang with those guys for multiple hours, to watching Tech 9 and fucking Zane, dude, and Scotty and fucking Vinny and CPN even walked out while we was all kicking it, dude. And right. CPN's like, I might want you for an interview. And I was like, because, you know, I don't know where he's going to go with some shit, dude.
You never know which way he's going to.
You never know which way he's going to go. I love him, bro. He's a character, and I kind of consider myself a little bit of Jugganati, because, I mean, I am the eye of intelligence and violence, bro. So, you know what I mean? I've been rocking the all-knowing eye for a minute, bro.
Right on. Yeah.
So they kind of stole it from me, if you ask me. Shit.
D-Lyrical started.
Let them sink that in their teeth.
That's awesome.
Oh, Big Bad Wolf and shit. Shout out to him, too. That motherfucker put me in a golf cart and just cruised me anywhere I wanted to go, bro. Because my old ass, after that third day, dude, I just couldn't walk no more, man. I was just doing one of these numbers trying to get up that fucking hill, man. Fuck that hill. There was 2 of them. There wasn't just one. There was 2 motherfucking fuck that hills.
2 hills, huh? Man, yeah, TJ was talking about, you know, I saw the picture with you and him and Scotty and Vinny. And Vinny, man, I love that guy, man. I saw him at DCG Con, and he recognized me from like a previous video I did like years before. And
he's good with that. He knows names and faces, bro. That's why he worked the info tech.
Photographic memory. Yeah, dude. Incredible guy. In fact, I got to show this off real quick. He gave.
Oh, you're going to show some stuff off?
He gave this to me at DCG Con. I don't know if
nice.
It's one of these old flags.
Is that one of the ones that got stolen and then given back to him?
I don't know. I don't think they had gotten stolen at that point.
I know that we were talking about that.
That was devastating, man.
People found out they stole from video, like, oh shit, no, let me just give this back to you.
That was terrible, man.
All right, since we're showing shit off and shit, I'm gonna say this. Vinny gave me this. He sent me this in the mail.
Nice.
Yeah, and that represents the homage of me being Joe Bruce's very first fan ever. So, woo woo,
woo woo. Hell yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I don't know. You're showing off, so I'm gonna show off too. Shit.
Are we gonna take turns?
Right. Like when you're sitting there with a fucking rapper, right? Like you're sitting with some kind of artist like this over here, and you would try to spit one of your rhymes. He's like, oh, well, okay, I'm gonna spit one of mine. And we just went off for like a half hour before you even called, bro. We just kept ciphering back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was crazy. Dude, I love the 614, bro. I gotta tell you, I moved here from Chicago, and dude, this scene is so dope here in Chicago, in Columbus, bro. It's way better than it is in Chicago when it comes to like underground artists and the way they get together and throw shows. I mean, I'm opening up for Ouija, bro, September 7th, along with DMP.
Right.
Yeah. Along with Jay and hey, yo. Thank you to Jay Villain for putting me on the set. I appreciate that. I mean, you know, Native World, whatever. Whoop, whoop. Love that kid, dude. Jay Villain is a dope. Did you see him at the gathering?
Huh.
He was on a carousel stage after A.B. Keys set that night.
Nice.
Yeah, 12:30, dude. He rocked that fucking mic, bro. I was impressed. I was like, damn, that's Jay Villain. I'm like, dude, he was like a little bit larger than life to me at that point because that's not the guy that I remember back at Club Voodoo's here in Columbus, man. He fucking tore it up.
So when did you move to Columbus? Is that just a recent move for you or what?
Yeah, like I talked about in the interview with Scotty, 6 years ago now, my ex-wife left me and she moved here with my kids. So I gave up a union job and I gave up all my friends and everything. And I moved here, didn't know anybody, just found a job just so I could be close to my kids because every other weekend I was traveling back and forth from Chicago to Columbus and sleeping in my car on a Friday night, getting my kids going to a Motel 6, then getting back in my car, driving back to Chicago, going to work on Monday. And that's, dude, you can't raise kids like that. Dude, you can't be a real father like that. So what am I going to do? Enjoy this little bit of a comfort zone I got in Chicago, or leave that comfort zone and go do the right thing by being a good father to these kids? And that's why I think all this shit's happening right now, bro. As soon as my alimony stopped, all this shit took off. Tell me that ain't karma, bro.
Right. Everything's falling into place. That's awesome. Yeah. You made the move.
And I'm treating it right. I'm treating it with the respect that it should have right now. And I'm trying to do this in the right way, but I'm not even trying, bro. Really, I'm just doing the things that are coming at me and doing what I do naturally. Really, honestly. I'm not trying to put on no front or no persona or try to act like I'm something. I'm not rapping about killing people. I'm not trying to act like I'm horrorcore because I never was. Why would I want to try to get on the bandwagon now? There's no need for it, man. I got enough history that my own stuff can speak for itself.
And that's what makes it unique too, still. You know, the fact
I got my own style. I always have my own style. I'll just keep doing that, man.
Right. You have your own style and you're still doing it, man. That's awesome.
All right, I gotta get some more whiskey. Give me some.
All right, man, go for it.
Yeah. And you know one of the coolest things I did? My boy just reminded me back here because actually me and him got an acquaintance that ended up after he heard the interview. Scott F. Dukes went on my Facebook and he's like, holy shit, we got a mutual friend. And that's actually homeboy back here. And that's how he got in touch with me. He's like, would you mind doing a song with me? And then I started looking up F. Dukes and I was like, oh, snap, dude. That motherfucker got a catalog, bro.
That's awesome.
I woke up to on the shack. Woo! Anyway. So he called me down. He called me down to North Carolina. He's like, dude, I got this track. I want you to lay some fucking some vocals on it, dude, and be the ending of it. I was like, dope. Went down there, dude, nailed it out the fucking box, bro. I mean, I didn't need a piece of paper in front of me. His studio is immaculate, bro. It's just, he's such a quality dude. And then on top of that, he's like, let's go down to the coast because I'm opening up for the Clowns and I'll give you a shout out and bring you on stage. I was like, what? Oh, yeah. And he started playing Intelligence and Violence while he brought me out. You know, Joe Boo's was like, what the fuck sitting backstage?
That's awesome, man.
That is fucking dope, dude. It was a good time, man.
I bet.
Much props, much fucking love to F motherfucking Dukes. All right, let me ask you some questions.
All right.
You saw the axe got signed, right?
Yes.
And so you tell me, since you're in this scene and you know so much about it, who's the next one that should?
The next one that should sign to M&E or what?
The next underground artist that you think should be signed by Eminem or M&E or fucking Psychopathic.
How about D-Lyrical?
No, but you don't get that pass. You don't get that pass. And you know a lot of motherfucking artists out there are pissed now because you ain't saying their name.
No. I don't know.
You might just lost a lot of friends, bro. But I'm just saying.
Sometimes
I'm gonna tell you mine though. I'm gonna tell you mine, okay?
All right, go ahead.
Fams and the Hooligans, 26.
All right.
I think they are the next motherfuckers to get signed out of this scene, bro. And gonna make big fucking waves. They're still young. They're so talented. I become such a huge fan of theirs, bro. I swear to God, I almost started a street team for them because they're gonna be on the same bill as me until I got invited to be on it. And I was like, oh well, shit, I got some of my own tickets. So. But
And that was the Phantoms and the Hooligans?
who?
You said what was the name?
Fams and the Hooligans.
Fams and the Hooligans.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, dude, check that shit out. New CD called Ugly. Dopest track is called what the fuck is it called? Deviated Symptom. Oh snap! I'm an ugly motherfucker. Make it do what I do. Shut the fuck up, dude. That shit's dope. You better look that shit up, Scotty.
Yeah,
That's your homework. I'm giving you homework.
I will do that, man. I'm always down to look up new acts, you know?
That's how I found, dude. You know how I found everybody in this thing, dude. When I did a show with people, I look them all up. I know all their catalog. I listen to them all. Because when I go to have a conversation with people, I want to tell them that it ain't about me, it's about you.
Right. Right. I get that.
I found a super famous Fun Time guys. Holy shit, dude. These guys are fucking brilliant. There's just so many fucking Ohio acts, dude. They're just fucking dominating right now that people don't even know.
Oh, yeah. I bet that scene's popping there in Columbus, huh?
It's bumping, dude. Okay, and of course, Gods of Chaos. I mean, I don't even need to mention those guys, right?
Yeah, I have heard of them. Yeah, I for sure heard of them. I haven't listened to them yet, but I've heard of them. There's a little buzz going around.
Where are you from, Scott?
Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Right, exactly.
Well, we ain't in Kansas no more, baby. We're in the Midwest. That's how we do it. Tell Toto get the fuck on, bro.
So thank God for the internet, man, or I would have nothing, you know.
I'm just fucking with you, homie.
I'm used to the Kansas talk.
I bet you are, but I bet you were glad I was in Oklahoma. Too bad it sucked.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't even go, man. Didn't even go.
Oh, this is my first gathering ever right here. That was the first gathering. I'm so glad it was. Man, and I don't give a fuck what y'all say about like dirty ass bathrooms or stinking. That shit was clean. Every morning I went to take my shit, bro, with my toilet paper, my baby wipes, bro, and I was so happy to walk in there. Except this one time, because there was like 8 motherfuckers in the stalls, right? And it was Saturday morning, dude, at like 5 a.m. And I'm looking, I'm like, hey, y'all sleeping in there? And dude, you just see 8 people just jump right out of the fucking stalls, bro. You know that motherfucker was high as a motherfucker, bro, up in that bitch. It was fucking stoned, bro. Just in like, whoa.
Oh, that's too much.
Dude, I was rolling out. Oh, it was so funny. My team will back me up on that.
This was the first one you went to then?
Yep.
That's awesome, man. And definitely.
It was. It was right in my fucking backyard, man, you know?
Right.
I was 45 minutes away with a piss stop.
It's funny how it all came around for you to come back at the same time.
I know. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. The energy's high.
Yeah.
I ain't lying to you, kid.
You gotta ride that karma train, man.
Dude, I'm 45, dude. And you know what? My shit's like a really quick wave, but that bitch is big right now, dog.
That's
I'll
awesome.
take out the average surfer.
That's awesome.
But I'm having fun with it, kid. I am. And you know, I ain't trying to jock Joey or John. You know, I didn't get no all-star pass, dude. I wasn't backstage or anything. Even though I got to say what up to Isham or me and Rudy, actually, that was the coolest thing. Like, Rudy was driving in a car, and I said, yo, stop for a second. He's like, and that was cool that he stopped on top of it. I said, hey, Rudy, my name is D-Lyrical. And he jumped out the car then. He's like, oh, shit. Because we ain't never met in our lives. That was the first time we ever met in our lives, bro.
Wow.
No, Joe used to go from my house to his house all the time. But we never actually got to meet because back then, you didn't have enough gas money to get across town, bro. It was just different time. Yeah. So, man, after all this and all of everything that's happened, for me, and he made Carlito get out of the car and come give me a hug. He goes, no, you get out. You show some respect, Carlito. You know what I mean? You know, dude, he makes sure that boy does his thing. So that was dope.
That's awesome, dude.
He should play, dude. He fucking hit a rock band behind. Oh my god, dude. He's not tore it up, bro. I remember battling Eshawn when I was 17. You must have not listened to the interview because some of the comments you made. So I talked about an interview that, you know, I didn't battle him, but like me and Eshawn were at the same house party. And that was before I even knew Joe. And I got to rap in front of him, and I was like, hey man, go ahead, say one, dog. So I was just sitting back waiting for him to start spitting. He goes, I only rap for money. I was like, I didn't know if I should say another one or just shut the fuck up and push play on the radio, you know? I chose to push and play on the radio. I was like, okay, well, I guess this whole thing's done. I'm gonna go over here and just shake it a little bit. Yeah, it's cool. All right, yeah, nice to meet you, man. Hope you enjoyed that. Cool. What do, you know?
Right.
Talk about the fucking grandfather of the fucking wicked.
So before the stuff with Joe back in the day, what was your major influences in music? Like getting into
Rakim,
hip hop. Rakim. Right.
KRS-One, Beastie Boys, like a motherfucker.
Were you a fan of Danny Kaye back then?
I was a fan of him being in the record store. You know, I was like the kids doing something, you know what I mean? Right. But I knew that our style was different than his, you know what I mean? Everybody knew that they had something better than Danny Kaye, but they're all jealous because and it almost goes like with the ICP thing, you know. There's a lot of artists that think they're the baddest rapper because they're the most twisted and the most like structured, but you know what? No, that's not really what it's about, man. It's about getting your foot in the door and being that one guy that everyone wants to be. And at one point, we all wanted to be Danny Kaye because he was at Harmony House, bro, and he was in that. When you went to go switch, there was a Danny Kaye section. You're like, I want my section.
Right. So yeah, you know, I'm glad Violent J would talk about Danny Kaye back in the day, like in the late 90s. Put Danny Kaye's name out there. I listen to Danny Kaye still. You know, just listening to his stuff. There's something about it. Get busy party people. Get busy party people. You know. Yeah. There's something so innocent about it. It's just.
But he was a big influence to me, bro, because he was kind of a do-it-yourself guy, you know, a little bit. But he still had money to back him, and I didn't have that.
Right.
You know, I had Cracker Jackson. You know, he's got, you know, melted butter popcorn at the theater, but. Right. And I had this boombox that my mom married this guy from Taiwan, you know, and he gave me this flavor, and I just sit at home having fun on my own. Do you know how many tapes I threw away of Joe Bruce's voice, dude? That would be worth so much money right now. That were on like the cutting room floor because we made 24 tracks out of like just dubbing tapes over and over and over that just like that people would probably pay gold for right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, man.
Let alone that karaoke fucking machine that everyone makes jokes of.
Just had no idea back then, though. You know,
someone actually fucking texted me and offered me $5,000 if I had it. I'm like, evidently you didn't listen to the interview. I don't fucking have it.
What happened?
My mom had a house fire. Yeah.
Is that the model? Is that modeled after it?
Yeah, this is you see this shirt? Yeah. That's my boy, Lakeland Lunacy down there. Brian Poe, bro. You see that? He's like a Juggalos favorite, bro. He's dope, dude. He sent me this. Look at this, so dope. There's so many hidden gems in that motherfucker. Yeah. I've been saying 88.7, and it says like Rhyme Steady Crew, my first fucking like rap group I was ever in, to Rock to 'Em, which is my other rap group before I was even in ICP, and then Stale Dale over here, and he's got like Intelligence of Violence, Primo's Pizza, made in Taiwan, because I talk about it being made in Taiwan, because you won't find that, because that guy brought that from Taiwan, and they make shit different over there than they do here. Mm-hmm. And if people's like, oh man, I look online for what you talk about, you won't find it, bro. It was supposed to be a special thing to do a special thing for a special fucking thing. I was a part of a fucking puzzle, man. I was this small fucking piece at the beginning. That's all I was, dude. And that's cool, man. We're all part of a puzzle. Even you in this fucking podcast right now. You're part of fucking, but guess what? It's Joe's puzzle. You know what I mean? And Shaggy's a really, really big piece, but it's fucking Joe's puzzle, and we're all part of it. And as long as everyone stops trying to be the biggest fucking piece and just understands where their place is, I think we're all having to get along again.
Right. Absolutely, dude. That's a very good fucking way of putting it. Yeah. Yeah. That made a lot of sense there.
I can't believe how this underground exists and how well you guys like support these underground artists because they are part of the scene. It's beautiful, bro. I go to these shows, dude, at Omarosa, at fucking Club Voodoo's, bro. And you know, at Rehab, and dude, these shows rock ass. Mm-hmm. And it's not no major signed label guy, you know, that's bringing the heat. It's all the underground the little acts like us, bro, that sell the tickets to our fans for that main act. Right. To come here, because we want to give our fans a little something special, because they can come see us anytime, right? Right. But if they're gonna pay $10 to us, which is hard to take from our friends and our fans, I don't want to take money from my friends and my fans. But hey, for that $10, here's Ouija Mac, bro. Go ahead, Ouija. Let him choke it.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, man. You're talking about Lakeland Lunacy, man. He's in the chat right now.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't see the chat, yo. I tried to hook up another computer, and my dumbass doesn't even know my Wi-Fi password here at home, so I couldn't do nothing.
Right. I want to thank everybody in the chat.
I said fuck like 18 times, bro, in a row. Like, fuck. My girl said, oh, it's your daughter and your son's name and like 273 or something. I'm like, what? I mean, that's really? She's like, well, try an and, or try AND, or try 273 or 237. I don't know, man. I gave up on that bullshit. Fuck out of here. I'm just going to use my phone. Fuck it.
That's exactly what happened.
Everybody in the chat, if you got any questions you want to ask, go ahead and put them up there, and I'll try to get to them.
I wonder if I can pull that up on my phone.
Yeah, you can probably look at the chat.
Everybody who's in here right now, because I saw Psychopathic TV went.
What are there, like 3 motherfuckers in there? I hope Roxy's in there.
Roxy's in there.
Hey, girl.
How many people in the chat?
Tales from the Lotus podcast.
How do I look it up? Where's it on there on YouTube? Is it live? This is live on YouTube?
Live right now, yeah.
What do I look it up under?
Dark Carnival Spirits. Carnival Spirits or Dark Carnival Spirits? You guys keep changing the name of that shit all the time, man. I don't know how to keep up with shit.
On YouTube.
I don't know if it's a copycat coming through or what.
Carnival Spirits.
Carnival Spirits, yeah.
Yep. We're not the cruise line.
Live right there.
Okay. Gold. All right, cool. Well, now we got the.
Is it in?
Yeah, it's right here. I have to hit it real quick.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All
right.
Should be able to hit the live chat button there.
All right, we got it now. Now I can see your dumbass comments.
You gotta watch that.
Hey yo! Woo! Oh, look, Captain Flannel's in there. What up, homie?
All right, here's our first question from Spooky to Fungi.
Fucking technology.
Yeah, fucking technology, right? Oh, there's Lakeland. What up, boy? See, I didn't even know you was in the chat, homie. I was already giving you much love and props, right?
That's right. Yeah, he did phenomenal on that shirt. All his.
What happened? I lost the comment again. Oh, see, this is delayed now. You don't fuck with this. Yeah, you're way delayed. Yeah, just take that over there. Fuck it, let's just keep doing what we're doing, man. It's better than reading comments. It takes my brain in another direction.
I hear you. I can keep track of it, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, if there's one worthy of asking, go ahead and ask it. If not, just keep that shit flowing.
What was your favorite moment at the gathering? What was the biggest highlight you had? I know there was a lot.
Okay, my favorite moment of the gathering was when Zane and Vinny the ICP Kid pulled me away from the Riders Party to get on the cart to go to MC Lars's set. And we pull up to MC Lars's set. I jumped out of the Garth cart and just started fucking running towards the front of the stage, right? 'Cause I love Lars, bro. You know, intelligence. You know, come on.
Yeah.
Intelligent.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, Stanford. I mean, come on, dude. What kid in the underground goes to Stanford?
Right.
Not too many.
Yeah.
So I get to the front of the stage and he starts doing this little thing, and that motherfucker like stopped his show and was like, D-Lyrical's in the fucking house. And I was like third row in the middle of the stage, bro. And I was like, oh shit, he did not. And he comes, jumps off the stage and shakes my hand, bro. And then Mega Moran came over and sucked my hand. And I'm just sitting there, and all these people start fucking tapping me. And I was kind of messed up at the time. So that's when I realized I needed to move because it's like his hands and it just wasn't feeling right. I was just trying to get in the groove. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get, and all of a sudden I just get like 4 steps out and here comes Vinny, dude. Boom, just puts a beer right in my chest. I'm like, I fucking love you, bro. I so fucking love you right now. He's like, man, I gotta go to bed. I gotta work the info 10 to 6. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, poor Vinny, bro. He got like an hour and a half sleep that night. Gotta love him, man.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
MC Lars. I just recently heard of him and I started checking his stuff out. So becoming a fan of MC Lars, man, he's great.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to horrorcore all the fucking time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Expand your. If you love rap music like I do, you have to know all genres in order to understand why you love what you love.
Right.
If you only listen to one fucking genre, how do you know you don't like something else?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I grew up on like 80s hair metal bands, and then I
did.
And then I went to G-Funk when Death Row was around, like the beginning stages. Listened to a lot of them, and then I went through my metalhead phase with like Korn and Marilyn Manson, and then ICP popped in there, and I started added them into the mix of like all that heavy metal shit, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I was more drawn to, and now, you know, fucking
I don't know. It's really weird because Kiss was my favorite band growing up, and I had every album up to like 84, you know, Kiss Alive. You know, that was like, after that, I was like, okay, I'm done, dude. I moved on to other things. You know, around 84, 85 is when I first heard Rakim. But my first album I ever bought was Nucleus's Jam On It. And that's when I realized this white boy loved to dance. I was like, Jam On It, yeah, we know. Oh, shit. Oh, that is the dopest fucking, to me, that is the ultimate classic. I bought that motherfucker on a 45, saved up my paper route money, and then bought me a piece of cardboard, put that shit down, and I was breaking at that point. So I got bad knees to this day. But you can only fall on your knees so many times like that, bro, or it starts hurting.
Oh, I'm sure.
But my little girl is like 10 years old and she can windmill, dude. She's dope.
Crazy. That's
Schools it.
I want to see that, man.
You haven't seen the video
No,
on
I haven't seen
Facebook?
it.
You have them on Facebook?
Yeah.
I tagged
Yeah, he
him
claims he's
one,
my
right?
best friend, right?
Yeah, I tagged you in one of when she was getting the fuck in at Complex.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he came
Here's-
to Count Fest when she did her gig, dude. And he was taken back. He's like, damn. Because she does this whole flip up in the air, coming down.
like a Columbus thing?
Wow.
All right, we got a few more questions popping up here.
Like what?
Would D-Lyrical work with Maximum Overlord?
I've heard that before, and I already said yes to this. I think Big Bad Wolf already talked about this. I think this has already been discussion, right?
Okay, all right, that's covered. Yes, he would. What is your favorite ICP album currently,
Oh, Great Malenko.
and why?
And why?
Yeah.
Because it was just the most original piece of work they ever done to me. I mean,
And it got the furthest. I mean,
yeah, I honestly, dude. I mean, the old stuff is what I'm all about, bro. But this new stuff is brilliant too. I ain't gonna lie. Tempest was something I like too. Most people might not say Tempest was their shit, but it was my shit. I only listen to. I don't. You guys listen to shit nonstop, 24/7.
Right.
But when I hear the album come out, I listen to it 3 or 4 times. And then I would listen to it once every 4 or 5 months. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I'd always relate back to Malenko. So if you want to know why, it's the album I always relate to when I want to hang out with my boys and reminisce. And a lot of times I'll tell you guys a little something. For all the last 30 years, I'd always put on their album and then I'd research them. See what the fuck they've been up to for the last 3 or 4 months. Because the motherfuckers is always doing something.
Yeah.
And can you imagine that you had 2 guys that you hung around when you was a kid and they went on to great things and you were kind of a little bit of a part of it, even though you never talked about it or you know, you didn't go throw your fucking face in the fire, you know, and say, hey, look at me, look at me. No, I never did that, Holmes. I just got sat back and just said, dude, look at my boys go. You go, motherfuckers, you go.
Yeah, man.
And then all of a sudden they said, hey, dude, we just released all your shit. 500 copies, you know what I mean? I was like, what? Sold that shit out, dude, during the Malenko tour. So there's another reason why I love Malenko.
Right.
My shit got sold on that tour, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. I wish they would. I'm just gonna throw this out here. Something that I think would be awesome would be to have intelligence and violence set at the 20th annual.
Yeah, a lot of people have
Would
been
you
saying
be
that,
down
bro.
for it?
Because it's the 30th too, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the truth. No one's been in touch with me about that.
Right. Right.
So
I'm just
if
saying,
it
as a
happened, that would be fucking. You know, it would be awesome if we just did like if he just. I mean, even if he didn't do his verse, if he let me come out during his set and let me do my verse, and then he went on to something else with Greasy or something. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us back then that just made him what he is. And as artists, I mean, people are like, "Oh, he used you, bro. He used you." As an artist, you use everybody around you. Come on now. You gonna make fun of me about that? That's bullshit. Tell me one artist that don't use everybody around themselves. Bullshit.
At least utilize it.
Right.
Not to say used, but.
But no, but you
utilize your
hear what I'm saying though. You
opportunity.
use the people around you to get done what you need. If you know someone's a brilliant fucking photographer, or you know somebody's a brilliant fucking beat maker, and they're your fucking friend, why would you not hit up your friend to do what you want instead of paying for some beat? I'd rather go over there and try to do something with a friend who's never done this before. My whole album is with people that are not even a part of this scene whatsoever.
Right.
But they understood what this was all about, and they were down for it, bro.
Right. They're down for the cause. I know what that's like. I don't know if you've noticed on my Instagram and stuff, but I do a lot of animations and stuff for videos.
Honestly, I've had over 500 friends, new friends in the last 4 months with Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's been really weird, man. And the first couple months it really didn't take off, but really it's been since like February, man. It's kind of like my Facebook's just blowing up with everybody. So I probably have seen it because I really do. Like, I look through it and I try to comment to people and respond to people, like messaging and whatnot, you know, as much as I can.
Right.
But that's just hard, bro. I'm not from this generation when you do multitasking through fucking phones and computers and all that bullshit.
Right. I hear you. Well, I don't know if you've noticed on ICP's social media leading up to the gathering, there would be some animations and stuff for the Wraith for different.
Oh, that's you. No.
That's
Yeah,
me.
you're still doing that shit too.
That's
But I know
me.
what you didn't do in intelligence and violence now, did you?
Well, not yet, man.
Oh, all right.
No, I'm
Don't include me in shit. That's fine, Scotty. You go do you. Because I don't see Joe Bruce doing no interviews.
I was working on a She Gone final this morning. I just haven't finished it yet.
I just fucking with you. Such a dick, right? Such a dick.
God damn it, D.
Ooh.
Yeah, but no, I'm trying to say I know what you're saying because a lot of underground artists and stuff have been hitting me up, wanting me to make videos for them and stuff and promote their shit and all that stuff. So I get what you're saying. You're gonna use whoever you can to get your shit out there.
Well, not use whoever you can. I'm talking about I use my friends, bro.
Right.
Not whoever I could. I already made these relationships and established these relationships with these people before I ever needed them.
Okay.
I got to do a collab with friends is what I was trying to get to you.
Oh, okay.
I got the guy who made my beats is one of my best friends. The people that take the pictures for me at the clubs and stuff, those are just friends of mine, man, that are beautiful, brilliant photographers. And most people pay. I'm trying to say that most people, they get out and they get beats from people they don't know. They get photographers that don't know them. They don't know when to capture that right moment. I was fortunate to have friends that know me that were actually willing to put their heart into my project as much as I put my heart into it.
That's good to have friends like that, man. It's rare.
You make a friend before you need a friend, man.
Huh?
You make a friend before you need a friend.
That's right. That's true. I see someone else just popped on here. Drew, are you in here? Don Chaos?
That's him?
He's giving us the what face? He's giving us that Juggalos face.
Don Chaos is in the building.
What up?
What up? Where the fuck you been, kid?
Happy birthday.
Spending time with my family.
Happy birthday, homie.
Thank you. I was like,
Happy
wait a
birthday,
minute. And I
Joe.
see the time. I'm like, fuck.
Everybody was blowing you up, birthday.
My bad, y'all.
We got nothing but love for you, Don. You know that.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, after the gathering, y'all, Don Chaos and Miss Roxy and Danny Boy stopped by my house, and we all went out back and partake for a little while. You know, it was all good and shit. Because, you know, they didn't want to take nothing back to Colorado with them. So I was like, well, you need to share that with me. So,
Right.
Yep.
come on down. Ain't that right, homie?
Hell yeah. It was good times. You even shared some stories with us.
Yeah, you know that's right.
Well, shit, Don, you're here. I'm gonna let you finish your interview. I just want to get it started for you, buddy.
Thank you. I really
I thought you
appreciate
were saying goodbye or something. So we're going longer?
Yeah, you guys continue. I wanted to get this going
I got
so
shit to
Don
do,
could
man.
get here in time.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Did y'all feel that?
Yeah. All right, you gotta go?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, okay.
Soon.
All right.
Not yet.
Right on.
Yeah.
We all
I know
busy
Don's
out
been
here, you
wanting
know.
to speak with you for a minute, so I'm
Hey,
gonna
Red,
let him take
Ouija
over.
show over here, you know.
We're going. It's going the fuck down. We
It's going fuck the bound.
on the 7th.
September 7th, Club Voodoo's,
Columbus, Ohio.
South High Street.
That's gonna be a dope show, man.
It's gonna be dope.
I would love to see your set and be able to. Is that okay? September 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta do some research before an interview, y'all.
Oh, damn, this motherfucker.
I got you, man.
He's like, oh, say you just released your album yesterday, right? I'm like,
No, I feel like an idiot saying that shit.
But the funny thing is, the day after the gathering, you texted me asking for a copy of it.
See, I thought this was something else. I thought it was.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what I was like, wait a minute. No, I know you texted me.
He got thrown in it
Yeah,
last
I'm
minute.
not completely stupid, but I'm a little stupid, but not completely. Yeah, I thought it was a different release than what you released prior, because people were posting it up like it was all new again. So that's why it kind of caught my eye.
I'm just giving you shit, dude. I appreciate you for getting started, Scotty. You know that, dude. I reached out to you. You're like, yeah, I'm going to take over. I'm going to get it started. Because Drew was sleeping a little bit. You know, he had to do his little family thing for his birthday.
Right.
We'll blow the candles out.
Take a shot. 5.
All right, dude. We'll be looking for them animations. I am getting them done. So I'm not leaving you out on purpose.
All right. Peace, homie.
Much love, man.
What's motherfucking love?
Whoop, whoop.
Okay.
D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S.
Bro, dude, you know that the Detroit scene's like fucking blowing up right now, dude.
Damn straight.
You know that, right? You know, like fucking like Sada Baby and like fucking like Drago and fucking Skuski and like, you know, I'm gonna play this shit tonight, bro. I'm gonna play this shit tonight, bro.
Because when you talk, man, you can't come through.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I forgot y'all were like 2 hours ahead of me. I'm like, wait a minute, what time is it?
You made the flyer, bro. You put 6 p.m. Central Mountain motherfucking time on it.
Okay.
You made it.
Well, that was my homeboy that made it.
You just smoking that good Colorado shit, dog. You just slacked on my ass. That's all good.
Or I'm just getting some good pussy.
Oh, dang, let's throw it out like that, huh? You little fucking Mac. You ain't Don Chaos. You Mac Don Chaos.
Damn
Better
straight.
get something for your birthday.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong for that.
Well, I was telling Roxy, if we bring that party bus to the gathering, we're getting girls too. No exceptions.
Oh, okay then.
All right.
Like professional?
Right? What kind of girls you getting, dude? You paying for these girls? I mean, you got a harem of women that like they follow you around on? Is what goes on in Colorado? You have a harem of women?
Probably. Did you notice at the gathering? He was like, Dawn is a fucking.
Table over there.
A murder.
Oh, shit. Man, everybody in this room is talking, and y'all, I can't hear my boy. Y'all are gonna go outside, man. I'm kicking everybody out, Don. These motherfuckers are interrupting our interview.
Nah, they're good.
All right, continue to smoke. All right.
Hey, much love, man.
Mr. J Bazaar's out. So, yeah. I'll talk to you soon, right? All right. That sounds good. Mm-hmm.
So leave the other part.
Look, let me get that. Forget about that. Excuse me for a second.
All right.
I'm gonna get my fish and wings and stuff.
Yeah, don't forget that fish sandwich. Motherfucker got half-eaten fish sandwich, dude, sitting on the counter. Been thinking about it for the last 2 hours. Anyway. So what'd you do for your birthday? You know you didn't get laid. That's not, you was eating dinner with the parents, weren't you?
Yes, I was, and I was watching a movie.
That's all good. That's what you're supposed to do. Family time, right?
Exactly. So you tell them our story about how much we kicked it at the gathering?
Oh, I didn't tell him how much we kicked it at the gathering, but I did tell him about how you came over and said with Roxy. I didn't, you know, those are personal conversations we had, you know, my man, and you're my boy, bro. And then sometimes personal stuff doesn't need to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a couple of times we looked at each other and we had some good ass conversations, but that's between us.
Yeah, I will tell people when he first got to the gathering, I didn't recognize him. I had to double take. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, oh.
You didn't think I was gonna walk up on that barbecue, did you?
Oh, I did. We were texting back and forth. I was like, all right, where you at?
Yeah, fuck that hill, bro.
Yes.
You guys had the worst fucking hill of the gathering, man. I was like, I'm not going in that area no more, dude. That hill is just too atrocious.
Yep. The only time to be in that hill is when you like stay in that campground and then take the other way to the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I never went that way, my dumbass. It's cool.
Well, if it's there next year, I'll show you the shortcut to the stage from our campground where you don't have to take that stupid hill.
Hey, you coming up for Hallowicked?
I'm trying. I really want to. Because you know,
No,
I
you
just
don't
got
try,
this.
you just do. You just do.
I will.
There you go. You can hitch a ride with Roxy, bro. You know she's coming.
Oh yeah, I just need to get my plane ticket and stuff because we're just gonna fly out there. It's cheaper.
No, make it an experience. Take a bus.
You hear that, Roxy? You know you're in the chat.
A bus from Colorado, dude. What is that, like 4 days?
Probably. I don't know how far Michigan is from Colorado. Crazy McCormick would know that because he drove from Michigan all the way to Colorado to go to DCG-Con.
Right on. Yeah, if that's just in Colorado next year, I'm coming up, bro. We hanging. You know that, right?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
For sure. I'm gonna look for a little hospitality.
What up, Yaya in the chat?
Yeah. You know what's really weird is like I got the Yaya set late, and it was like, "Oh man, did you see the fight? Did you see the?" I'm like, I didn't see nothing, man. I don't know what you guys talk about, but I kind of like to watch my man. And you guys stop talking to me so I can hear him perform. So yeah, what up, homeboy?
Yeah, I wasn't deep in the middle of that fight where I almost got involved too.
Yeah. Well, I
Because the
heard
dude's
big
like
folks
slamming
there,
into me. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, hold him for me so I can take some shots at this dumbass.
I was too wasted anyway to understand anything that would be going on anyway, dude. I was just having too much fucking fun, honestly, bro. Woo woo.
Hell yeah, me too. We were just partying together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your little homeboy was fucked up. I tried to talk to you about him earlier, and you're like, I don't remember the guy you're talking about. The little short dude he was with.
I think that's Beastmasters, dude.
Oh, is it? He was, dude, that kid was hilarious, bro. He was so quiet, like he'd never talk at all. I was like, hey, man, you gonna say something, bro? We were all sitting there having a great conversation, and he was just sitting there just. Kind of funny.
So yeah, be prepared, y'all. Probably next year for the gathering. You never know. Might be on stage with Yaya and DJ Ski Mask helping hype the crowd too.
Oh man, I got a little. I can't even talk about. I got some flavor next year for as far as hype men go, and like a good stage thing, and I've got studio time set up, and I got this whole thing I'm doing. So if I do get to play the gathering next year, which I have been invited, but it ain't official until I'm on the bill. I'm gonna put a dope ass performance together. I've been I got like studio time with one of the studios here in Columbus called Flavor Flow Studios, which my daughter breakdances through. Yeah, it's gonna be a good performance.
Well, when you do, I got you there. I'll be on stage with you if you want me there.
The show is in the front of the stage though. It's not on the stage, homie. That's the key.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
Like when I see ICP, I don't want to be on the side of the stage, bro. I want to be in front of the stage. I want to be where the action's at, man. They put on a performance to the crowd. They don't put it on to the people on the side of the stage.
Right?
I don't understand how people want to be backstage all the time.
I don't understand either.
The show is in the front row. It's in the 10th row. It's in the 20th row. Center stage. That's where you want to be. Hey, at the gathering, did you ever see the kid who had a big green hat with like studs in it and it says Juggalo in it? His name is Josh Bakeman.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there watching ICP set, bro, and I'm just kicking at the gathering, and all of a sudden he's sitting next to me, and he goes, "You don't know how cool it is, bro, to sit next to you, watch ICP at the fucking gathering." That was dope, bro. Gotta give much love to that kid, man. He's been a supporter from the get-go.
Hell yeah. Just like we were all getting live to Zug Island and stuff.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And Harry Woodward was next, bro, after Zug Island. That shit was dope, dude. That's my boy from California. I love Harry, bro.
So yeah, what all have we talked about in the interview so far? Nothing really yet.
We talked about everything that you didn't want to talk about. How about that? So what do you want to talk about?
Well,
What question? You've been thinking about this interview since the gathering. You don't have one question for me?
I do. Like, what made you get back in contact and start wanting to do music again?
Oh, yeah, you know what? You are kind of late to the interview. I talked about this earlier. I didn't want to get back into this. They pulled me back in, bro. They're the ones that released Intelligence and Violence and put my name out there. And that's when all the Juggalos started getting in touch with me because this new thing called the internet and Facebook and Messenger. And that's when, it all happened. When Johnny died, really, to tell you the truth, though. I mean, when Johnny died, a spark went off on me. And that's when I got in that YouTube video and said, hey, this is D-Lyrical. Thank you for this. This sounds really good. This is something I did when I was a kid. And from there, that's when they found me on Facebook and Messenger, and it just blew up the way it has.
Nice. Shout outs to my homegirl, Miss Moon, who also lives in Columbus.
Yeah.
I know she said to say what up to you.
Did you say her name's Miss Moon Mist?
Just Miss Moon.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a Fago name. I was like, that's kind of funny. So people do that.
Mhm.
Yes. I thought it was really cool at the gathering. Like they didn't put diet out anymore. Like all the ICP shows I've ever been to, they always use diet like Fago.
That's sticky.
But at the gathering, there was like orange, boom, root beer, boom. I mean, I noticed that it was no diet whatsoever, bro. It was sticky on sticky icky.
Right, and I noticed during Hell's Pit they were using the red Fago, which fit the theme more.
That's my fave. Hey.
Oh, dude, rock and ride.
No, okay, Rock and Ride is a close second. Rock and Ride is a close. I mean, my boy's from Detroit too, bro. You know what I mean?
I like red.
That's how we used to rock as kids, bro. Your parents give you $2 to go to the store and you want to get a bag of chips and a pop. Well, you were getting that Fago because it was cheaper than the Coke or the Pepsi.
Yep.
And you could get a piece of gum with it, shit. Right? 65 cents, dude.
I love red pop.
Yep. That and Rock and Ride, that's my shit.
Have you tried cotton candy yet?
No, my daughter
I ain't
gets
12.
it.
I ain't 12, dude.
Right? I'm not
I'm
12.
12. I ain't fucking got candy, bro. Dude.
It's too goddamn sweet, man. Come on.
It's good if you mix it like with vodka or something.
Well, okay, there you go. Well, come on, yeah. But that's a foo-foo drink, bro. That's for the girl. That's for the lats, bro. Like, just drink whiskey straight. You'll have a much better time. No foo-foo drinks, bro.
The foo-foo berry. Here you go.
Right?
That's Jones soda, though.
You guys will try to mix Fago with anything, though. That's funny.
I do. I've mixed it with Red Bull and Jägermeister. That was with one of my exes. Like we were mixing raspberry, blueberry with not Rockin' Rye, Jägermeister and Red Bull, and it turned the whole thing fucking green, but it tasted fucking good.
Well, it's kind of like a really weird bully
Did it
maker.
turn into a gangbang? I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna stop.
Anyway. So, you ever been to Red Rocks, bro? I got questions for you.
I actually went there for the very first hatchet attacks, and I took my friend there for his early birthday.
Wouldn't it be dope, dude, if they did a gathering at Red Rocks?
I don't see why it couldn't happen. I mean, there probably wouldn't be places to camp. You'd have to camp further away where it's flat, but I don't see why not.
What about taking over Lake Tahoe?
Right? There's actually a lot of good camping spots in Colorado. There was this place
Dude,
like
no. If fucking Pretty Lights can take over Tahoe, why can't Juggalos, bro?
Right?
Right? You know Pretty Lights is like your hometown fucking group, bro. I mean, I've seen Pretty Lights at Red Rocks.
Oh, so you have been to Red Rocks.
Oh, yeah, I've seen Pretty Lights, bro. And they got some pretty motherfucking lights. Mm-hmm. I know you're hip to them, even though you're a Juggalo, bro. You know you're hip to them. They're your hometown homies.
True.
Red Rocks is the best venue in the United States.
Derek's fucking brilliant, bro. I'm sorry, man. That trip hop that he brings, it made me travel across the country like you do for the gathering.
Right?
True business.
Who knows? Maybe someone can get a hold of Joe and be like, hey, please bring the gathering to Colorado.
Why not?
I mean, I got in touch with like even Kevin Gill, and I'm like, here's a spot. And I was like sending him spots, and this place looked just like Legend Valley, except it was surrounded by mountains. So that's a pretty view.
I want to do the gathering in Colorado. I love that it's in Ohio. I love it's in my backyard. I got to save like probably thousands of dollars in travel expenses, but it needs to be in Colorado, bro. That's just my personal opinion. That's all. That's just me thinking out loud.
Oh, I agree. It does.
I mean, they brought DCG there, but that really turned into a shit show, didn't it?
Yeah, but we still made the most out of it. We still made something positive, and we still turned it into a fun time.
Yeah. But that stinks, man. You try to put something cool on, you know, and it just goes awry like that, dude. That stinks. That shouldn't happen. I'm glad it didn't get that much press, though. Let's be honest.
Right? That was what worried me. I'm like, oh, this shit's gonna be all over the freaking
Right.
thing.
I was like, oh man, dude. And the boys have really got themselves where they're accepted in mainstream older generations because of their age, and people have grown to be accustomed to hearing about ICP. So people aren't even instantly offended anymore when they hear about ICP, like with the march and whatnot that went on. Do you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then for that to happen at DCG, it's gonna make people remember, oh, that's why I don't like those motherfuckers. And that's what I was kind of scared of.
Right? They had to cancel like the Fort Collins show here for that Malenko and Friends tour, which we don't know why.
I have never heard a group take so much responsibility for one of their fans pulling out a gun.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. And it wasn't even one of their fans, or I don't know what the fuck the deal is. There's been so many fucking sides of that story that it's lost momentum and what the fuck ever, move on. And that's what they've done. So that's what I'm going to do. I shouldn't be talking about it right now, but that's my 2 cents on that situation.
Right. I know I was just like, when that incident did happen, I was getting hit up by a lot of people going, "You all right, Don? Are you all right?" I'm like, yes. Even I think you hit me up.
Yeah, I hit you up. What the fuck's going on down there, homie? Talk to me. What the fuck? What I see shit online, but I want to hear it from a homeboy. You know what I mean? Because those were homeboys that came in there evidently. So you should know what the fuck's going on.
Oh yeah, I got pretty heated when I found out what happened. That was like the angriest people have ever seen me so far.
I didn't get heated. I got disappointed.
Yeah, but then again, I tell people I only get heated because I'm a very caring person, and I don't like to see innocent people get hurt.
And I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that when Scotty, or not Scotty, but when Shaggy heard that it might close down for a minute, you know, like he just extended his set and just kept going and going and going, just because of the simple fact that he knew he had to do something to give something back. And how dope is that, dog?
Yep, he did do that.
Okay, so it is true.
Yep, he almost fell off the stage
cool.
3 times.
Good for him. He couldn't even rap when I knew him. No, just kidding.
How old was he when you met him? Was he like, what, only 15 or 16?
Yeah, he's like 15.
Damn.
He was just a pretty boy with some tall ass hair. But
so even a pimp back in the day, probably.
I don't know. Yeah, back then, but he's the one that floors me nowadays, dude. That solo album that he just came out with, I was like, holy shit! Go ahead, Shags. That's some dope. I mean, that's him, bro. You know, I could hear him and do that whole fucking album. And nobody can speak on that more than me.
I know. When I heard that, actually, when he did his recent solo album, like, holy crap, this has like a very throwback feel to it.
Very throwback feel, dude. Even the videos, dude, with him wearing that red Kango and just like, and then just slowing it down, dude, just so retro. Fuck yeah.
I love that.
Like it or not, most juggalos are in their 30s. Dude, like it or not, most juggalos are in their 30s, dude. And we're experienced, and to compare old music to new music is stupid. And most people in their 30s ain't really doing that because they understand that. It's the kids, and I believe, in their 20s that are judging the past to the present. And that's just, that shouldn't happen. You don't do that. I mean, once you're a fan and you're loyal, you're just happy that they're putting something new out. Honestly. I mean, come on, they're in their fucking middle 40s, bro, and they're still putting out dope-ass tracks. Last year, dude, their singles were fucking hot. That cypher was the best cypher I ever fucking heard.
Right, and I even loved how Joe went in on 6 foot, 7 foot. I'm like, holy shit!
Something about them missing. I seen the elephant. Fucking and tongue kissing. Fuck yeah, bro. But honestly, in that song, Shaggy's part's the one that fucked me up. Get served, Shaggy the Clown, bitch. Oh shit, the way he jumped in like that. 40 miles out of Shittsburg. And he's talking about Davisburg, Michigan, because he lives in Davisburg, Michigan. So he's like 40 miles out of Detroit, from Southwest Detroit. You guys might be thinking about Pittsburgh, but that's not true. I've heard people talk and comment about that. He's talking about Shittsburg. He's talking about Davisburg. That's where he actually lives.
Didn't he always? I always was under the assumption that he was
Southwest. 40 miles out of Shittsburg. But really what he's saying is now I'm 40 miles out in Shittsburg.
See, and that's why I get why people are mad. They're still shouting out Detroit. They still know where they came from.
So am I.
Yep. Yes, you are.
I'll do shout outs from Chicago. I'll do shout outs from Detroit because I put in my dues and I earn my rep in those cities, just like here in Columbus.
Oh, I'll definitely help you get a rep here in Colorado. Trust me.
Well, I would be honored, homie. Did I tell you happy birthday? Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Where the fuck is your beer? Where is your fucking whiskey? Where is your old lady? What are you doing? You're in a bedroom on your birthday. You know what? We're going to cut this interview short so you can go have a good time.
Nah, we can kick it. I have the free time now.
That's some bullshit. People should be celebrating Mr. Don Chaos's birthday. You know, I thought your name was Don for the longest time. It almost took me till today to realize your name is Drew.
Yep.
Actually, his name is Drew. His name is Drew too.
Nice.
I got two Drews. I'm like Nancy and the two Drew Hardy boys.
Let's form a group.
Fuck out of here. Sure.
We're gonna form a group, y'all. We're gonna be called the Triple D's.
We'll be called the Hardy Boy Mysteries. We'll be sleuths. We'll be detectives.
I mean,
rap about solving a crime.
You can be DRU, I'll be DRW.
There you go. Ooh.
When I hopped on the interview, I noticed you were talking about Rakim. I'm like, yes, yes, yes.
It's been a long time. I should have left you without a strong feet to step through. Think of how many week shows you slept through. Time's up. Sorry I kept you. What? Come on, dude. That shit is still relevant.
Oh, yeah. I still bump Paid in Full. I don't give a shit.
I'll admit, you know, I got in the rap scene before I heard Rakim. But once I heard Rakim, I knew I wanted to try to do that. I wanted to emulate. Dude, that energy that came out the radio and hit me, I wanted to hit other people with that. It made me want to do it. I was like, man, that's wow. Intelligently, it floored the fucking piss out of me, dude. I never heard nobody talk that frank, that well, soft-spoken hardness. I mean, it was like a father talking to a son through every fucking lyric.
Then you had Slick Rick with he brought the art of story to
he was a storyteller, bro. Yeah, of course, you know. We all loved that back in the day. Okay, so the greatest concert I've ever been to, I went to Public Enemy's Bring the Noise tour.
Hell yeah.
And the very opening act was De La Soul. And then it went NWA and Eazy-E, which Eazy-E was throwing out Easy Does It albums in the crowd like flyers.
Nice.
And then after that, it was Stetsasonic. And then after that, it was EPMD. And then after that, it was Big Daddy Kane. And then after that, it was Ice-T and the Syndicate. That's what you call a motherfucking concert, bro.
Good show to go to, because that's a lot of the hip hop that I love.
I felt like the only white motherfucker in the whole crowd, bro. And I'm sitting in the middle of Joe Louis Arena, and my mom worked at Hardee's, okay? Here's a story that I never told before. So my mom was working at Hardee's, And she let 3 of her workers go home early that day and bought them tickets so they would take me to the concert.
Nice.
So these motherfuckers, so I'm with 3 big black guys, dude, just like this, and they got me on their shoulders, and I'm a 13-year-old, 14, 15-year-old kid, bro, and I'm looking, he's got me on his shoulders, and I'm on the pit of Joe Louis Arena, and Ice-T's going, colors, 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 colors. And dude, I saw all these different groups of colors, dude, like from yellow, red, black, blue, green, and they was just fighting, bro. They was just fucking just beating each other's fucking asses, dude. And I was like, holy shit. And then I hear some guy way off in the distance go, if you white in this crowd, you better get the fuck out. And that's like, you need to let me down. You need to let me down. So he let me down, and I just curled it, dude. They put a barricade through me, dude. I was just a little kid, so nobody's fucking with me, you know? And I just got to just witness one of the greatest moments. And if you watch that NWA movie, they actually referenced that concert in that movie.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, was that same concert where that incident happened?
That same concert where they said, hey, he's got a gun! And everyone started running down the stairs all fucking crazy and shit, started running people over. I was there. One of the guys I was with, dude, puked all over himself on the way home and shit, dude. It was like, I was just such a young kid, dude. I mean, I wasn't even smoking weed. They was making me smoke weed, and I was supposed to tell my mom about it. And I think that's one of the first times I ever got high, actually. Holy fuck. Damn. Ain't
First
that
time
some shit?
I ever got high was at a Snoop Dogg concert.
At whose?
At a Snoop Dogg concert.
Nice. So you gotta have that memory, right, dude? Hey, you can have all these material things, but unless you put a note to the material item, no one knows what the fuck it means. But if you have a conversation, you talk about a memory, that means so much more.
Yeah, that was a good show. It was just like the summer that I got out, graduated middle school. So I'm 15, and here I am going to a Snoop Dogg concert, and I'm like getting secondhand high and shit.
That's funny, Don. How old are you today?
That was a good. How's what?
How old are you today?
Surprisingly, I'm 28, so I'm close to
You got a hair in them nuts?
28, that was a good year for me.
Actually, you know what?
Ever since
Hey, you know, one of my favorite bands in the scene, Fans and the Hooligans, dude. He just had a birthday the other day, too, and he turned 28. There's actually a lot of you motherfuckers in this scene that are 28. That's kind of a weird thing. I'm just going to put that out there. I've noticed that, actually.
Yep, and then I've been in this scene since I was about 8 years old. It's crazy.
You've been in this scene since you were 8 years old?
Yep, that's what my parents did. They were like, how did we let you listen to this when you were younger? I'm like,
That's what I was about to ask. If my daughter was playing, my daughter's 10. If she was playing ICP, we'd have a talk. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I understand she knows understand, but even my music, bro, I have a problem letting her listen to. You know what I mean? But then again, she's listening to mainstream music, and it's just as fucking bad anymore, bro. It is. When she's talking about Kiki, do you want me? Are you lonely? I don't know what the fuck is she saying to me. But dude, she keeps wanting to get out of the car, and I'm like, get your ass back in the motherfucking car.
No, not the car, man.
Not the fucking car, woman. Not today we ain't doing this.
did you watch that video where that happened and the lady ended up getting run over by a car?
And you know what? My generation says, move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way.
That's exactly my generation.
I'm doing hard on the highway.
Oh, shit.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Why, you got to pee?
Yeah.
All right, well, just cut it off, dude. I got things to do today. God damn it. You don't
Yeah,
need to hear about myself. Hey, you go enjoy your birthday, dude. Let's just cut this short, man. I got people's here. You know I got nothing but love for you, kid.
Hell yeah. Much love, brother.
So let's just cut this short, and we'll talk soon, but on a private level. because you're my
Hell
boy. And
You have
hey,
it.
Roxy and Lakeland and Captain Flannel and all you motherfuckers that I saw that your names are up there that I don't remember. Thank you for tuning into this. I appreciate it. Much love. Mwah. I'll see y'all soon, right? Peace.
Nice.